We're joined now by Josh Bushong, our Northwest Area Extension Agronomist. Josh, let's just kind of talk overall how the wheat is looking in this part of the state.
Overall, we've been very pleased with the rains this year, so we got a lot of good yield potential. Even some of that later planted wheat we were worried about being small coming out of winter. It's had a good spring to recover. It is going to be delayed in maturity, but it does have the yield potential to it, so we got good potential on that. Some stuff that's doing really well, like the double stop here behind us, might be over 60 bushels. We have some doubt if we didn't have enough fertility out there, we might be a little lacking on protein, but overall I think yields and protein are going to be well above expected for this year.
In general, the rain's been a blessing, but then we have scenarios like this. Talk about what we're seeing and what's caused it and whether some of these fields will bounce back.
So some of these big storms we've been getting, we got a lot of heavy winds, heavy rains, wind-driven rain, and we have this crop when it's at its heaviest, setting these berries on top, and so it's very easy to lodge, kink over. If it's very severe where the stems are kinked, more than likely it's probably not going to bounce back, but if you look out there where it just kind of bend a little bit, it can recover from that some. There are some varietal differences. Some have a stronger straw strength to the others, as well as high fertility. We usually see more lodging as well. And obviously down in the lower portions of fields, if water is actually running across the field, you'll see a more severity of the lodging.
Any other challenges kind of going on with the crop right now?
Well, going into spring this year, overall we're very light on disease pressure, but we are starting to see it ramp up a little bit. So we have been seeing powdery mildew and stripe rust on low occasions across the region, and then some tan spot septoria down low. The powdery mildew in some fields is starting to creep up in the upper canopy up to the flag leaf, as well as the stripe rust on susceptible varieties. And then this week we are starting to see some leaf rust out there. So that's a big concern for us, especially getting this late in the year. We're kind of almost to the point where we can't really apply anything to keep that flag leaf healthy, to protect that yield potential we do have. But there are some fungicides, so get with your county educator or your chemical sales rep and see what options you have. Some products we can apply after it's headed, after it's flowered, up to that watery stage in that kernel. So we do have some products. Be sure to also look out if there's any pre-harvest interval restrictions on those products. But keeping that flag leaf is going to be pretty critical to finish out that crop. So get good grain quality. We want to make sure we protect that, as well as yield potential, filling those berries if we don't shut down too early with that leaf rust.
What's the best case scenario for growers between now and harvest? What do we need to happen so that we can make the most of what we're seeing besides this lodging here?
Most guys are pretty well set on, good profile of soil moisture. Probably won't hurt to get another one. Obviously we don't want hail and wind and tornadoes, any severe storms, but good filling conditions are, moderate temperatures, hopefully stay in the 80s if we can. Just get those temperatures back up, get this crop to finish out. We've been filling very well so far in this filling period, so hopefully it just continues.
Let's hope. Okay, Josh, thanks for your time today. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.